Now to a story you will see only on NBC5. Tomorrow marks 1 year since Rosa Esparza fell to her death from a Six Flags Over Texas roller coaster. Now NBC5 examines inspection records and the state law that governs them. Both raise serious questions concerning transparency.
Yeah, that's a problem because even the state agency that oversees amusement parks does not have the authority to assure inspections are adequate. NBC5 consumer specialist Deanna Dewberry dug through the documents for us. Deanna, what'd you find?
Well, I tell you what, we took a look at 2014 ride inspection records just as we did in 2013. And again, we uncovered a concerning pattern that raises a number of questions. So we went looking for answers from Six Flags, inspectors, and legislators.
July 19th, 2013. 52-year-old Rosa Esparza rode the Texas Giant sitting behind her daughter and son-in-law on the first steep drop, the unimaginable.
The daughter hears the scream and looks over her shoulder to see her mother and realizes that she's upside down in the cart and her legs are up.
Seconds later, Esparza was gone, falling 75 feet to her death. Our investigation revealed the ride passed inspection 5 months before the deadly accident. In 2013, one inspector with the private company PLH & Associates signed inspection certificates and submitted the state-mandated pictures for more than 40 rides, including the Giant. All the ride pictures were taken during a 6-day period. Here's why that's significant. State law mandates a picture of the ride in an operable state taken at the time of inspection. Experts tell us the possibility that one person inspected more than 40 rides in less than a week raises questions. Ken Martin is a ride inspector who has testified for and against Six Flags in previous lawsuits.
It calls into question the entire inspection process, and the thoroughness of the inspection is one of those issues that need to be looked at.
The 2014 inspection records are very similar. Though it changed its name, the same private company inspected the rides. And again this year, one inspector signed the certifications for almost 40 rides. The accompanying pictures were taken over a 4-day period. And what's more, the pictures for 15 rides, including the Giant, were taken on the same day. The Texas Giant alone is almost a mile long and 153 feet high.
How long do you think it would take to inspect a ride like that?
3 to 4 days.
That's the opinion of forensic engineer Mark Goodson, who testified against Six Flags in a previous accident lawsuit.
While one inspector signed the certificates, we don't know whether one inspector or a team of them inspected the rides. In fact, experts tell us that it could be done if there were several people involved. And so we asked. And no one would or could tell us. Not the inspector, nor his company, nor Six Flags.
Asked specific questions about the number of inspectors and the time taken to inspect about 40 rides, Six Flags refused to answer the direct questions. Instead, a park spokesperson sent this statement, which reads in part, "We have every incentive from a reputational, moral, and financial standpoint to ensure our parks are as safe as they can be. For rides to be approved for operation by the state of Texas, Six Flags only uses ride inspectors who are certified by NARSO. That's the National Association of Amusement Ride Safety Officials." While the Texas Department of Insurance oversees amusement parks, state law limits its authority. The law only requires that TDI monitor whether amusement parks have insurance and whether those insurers inspect rides annually. TDI does not oversee inspections, nor does it assure inspections are adequate. And if amusement parks don't comply with the law, TDI can do little about it. TDI declined our interview request, but sent this statement. Currently, the agency does not have any regulatory enforcement authority over non-compliant amusement rides. Only the legislature can change that. In 2012, more than a year before the accident, TDI asked legislators to expand its authority over amusement parks or give oversight to another agency. But even after the death of Rosa Esparza, legislators have made no changes.
I'm not aware of any other legislators who are looking at this.
Six Flags is in the district of Representative Matt Krause. After last year's accident, he told us he would work on calling for a study on whether to increase state oversight of amusement parks.
And that's something my office is working on as well, how to go about getting that interim study.
But a year later, he admits,
to be honest with you, that's probably where our office just dropped the ball.
While Krause still believes the issue deserves study, he cautions against going too far, too fast.
I think I'd like to see us come to a firm conclusion. Is TDI the best place to have amusement park oversight in Texas? And if that's the case, then we need to go and make sure TDI has the tools and resources necessary to do the job that they feel like they need to do.
Now, Senator Kelly Hancock also represents Six Flags District. Now, he sent us a statement. He noted that TDI does not have the enforcement authority to oversee amusement park rides. Now, he points to a bill that was filed during the last session to move amusement park oversight to the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. He thinks it's better equipped to administer the program. But that bill didn't go anywhere. So Senator Hancock promises that this will be thoroughly researched, thoroughly considered, and of course, we'll be following the process. Back to you guys.
Interesting story. Thank you, Deanna.